Okay, today we're going to talk about the area between two curves. So remember that an integral is just the area, a definite integral is just the area underneath a curve from A to B. So if I have my graph here and I have point A and point B and I have some curve that goes something like this, then the integral from A to B of f of x is just the area underneath that curve. Okay, well, if I have two curves, f of x and let's say g of x, so here's g of x, then if I find the area under f of x, which is the blue area, and then I take away the area under the green curve, then I'm left with the area between these two graphs right here. So that's the area of f of x minus g of x. Okay, so let's look at a specific example. So let's say that we had f of x was x squared plus 2, and g of x was negative x. And we wanted to know the area of the region bounded by these two curves and x equals 0 and x equals 1. Okay, so what that does is that gives me a curve. So this is just a parabola with a y-intercept of 2. So it would look something like this. Okay, so there's f of x. And then g of x is the line y equals negative x. So it's going to look like this. So there's g of x. And we want the area between those curves between 0 and 1. So here's 1. And essentially what we want is we want this area right here. Okay, so in order to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to take the integral from 0 to 1 of f of x, which is x squared plus 2, minus g of x, which is negative x, dx. Okay, so of course two negatives make a positive. This is just the integral from 0 to 1 of x squared plus x plus 2 dx. And that's really easy to do. You can do this in your head. This is 1/3 x cubed plus 1/2 x squared plus 2x, and we're evaluating that from 0 to 1. And so we plug 1 in here, and we're going to get 1/3 plus 1/2 plus 2. And then we're going to plug 0 in there, and we're going to get 0. And so what is this? This is 2/6 and 3/6. That's 5/6. This is 2 and 5/6. And so that is the area between that curve, and that's in units squared. And there you go.